I've had a relationship with the Irish Youth Foundation from the 1990s. I was an unqualified youth worker at that stage, and they said, no, you got to go to university. So they sent me to Manchester University and put me through my course, my qualifications, and they've continued to support my work ever since. So I try to work with children and young people who are at the fringes of society, those most at risk, those most isolated, those most vulnerable. We have a legacy of poverty in the community. It was the most impoverished community in Europe in 1972. We have a huge legacy of political violence. We have paramilitary organisations still to this day, almost 30 years after the ceasefire. You try to get them to focus on the opportunities and the positive aspirations in life, you know, rather than always focusing on the negative. But the aspirations aren't always there.
Young people in Northern Ireland, they're often perceived as up to no good and not committed to their communities. That's not true at all. Young people bring joy, have altruism at their core. It just needs tapped into.
There is a fear of wanting to be themselves. There's a fear of aspiring to be something maybe that greater.
That youth-work relationship is so important, that young people have that trusted person that they can see and talk to at any given time.
Often we don't see, and funders don't see, the young people's lives that they're touching.
When I meet the adults on the street today, they don't talk about the programmes they did, they talk about the people who worked with them.
The grant from the Irish Youth Foundation enables us to provide mentors, to provide staff, to support those young people.
So that investment from the Irish Youth Foundation UK is so important for supporting youth mobility. Many of the individual students who receive the bursaries are the first in their families to go on to university.
For a donor supporting the Irish Youth Foundation, they are impacting services at the core for children and young people.
We are in a very fragile situation in Northern Ireland where our services could be dissipated. I can guarantee you, as a trustee and as the coordinator for the investment in Northern Ireland, that money will go directly to services that improve the lives of young people.
Because we have continuity of support over many years from the Irish Youth Foundation, we are facilitated to have in place continuity of care for our children and young people.
I'm a beneficiary of the Irish Youth Foundation. It changed my life. I think there's an obligation of me to make sure that I do that for others. Thank you to the Irish Youth Foundation for your continued support. God bless you all.